Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the Dow Jones today? So there are so many mixed signals happening here. The first one is I have this Bollinger Divergence here, which is indicating to me that we have a potential double bottom. Okay. I also have this daily wedge breakout. Okay. And I also have a 200 EMA breakout. And then what we have is this big double bottom. So it's this low, and there is the neckline up there. So down, down, down. A break above that gives us basically the same move to the upside, which will give us a new high. The wedge target is pretty much up here, but at the same time, we have a Fibonacci level here. Okay, so we are above the 61.8, heading to the 76.2, and this is a fairly good area to be short. Okay, how far short? Not really sure. Probably a pullback back to sort of the 200 moving average here. Let's use this line here. So that would be the most logical point, back to 2500, and then hopefully build a base for a move to the upside. Alternatively, what could happen is we could look for a deeper pullback, which would be a retest of this trend line break. We do have another trend line here, which has broken as well. So that could be a pullback to test this, and that would make a lot of sense. So coming back to 2500, we've got a 200 moving average level, we've got another trend line break, a retest that would come to there. So that's the area that I would be looking for longs. Okay, so I'm just going to leave a level in there, and we'll get down to lower time frames now. So you can see on the 4 hour, this move up has been pretty strong. Oscillators are all grouped to the upside there at the moment. So you would expect some form of pullback. Bear in mind, today is non-farm payrolls. So you're probably going to expect a move in the opposite direction to which we're going to break for non-farm payrolls, which is kind of the normal situation with the Dow. So it kind of moves in the opposite direction to which it's going, and then forms a base, and then all of a sudden rockets up into the direction that non-farm payroll is going to push it. So at this stage, very bullish. You can see this looking like a turn, and I mean, we've still got the 200 EMA on the 4 hour up here at 25,560. Okay, so that is also a possibility. So let's just get down to the 1 hour. And then I also want to just review something from yesterday as well. So 1 hour moving averages coming close together. We have some diversions here. You can see you've got a double top there, and we've got diversion. So I am expecting a move to the downside. How far down, I don't know. So we may have a spike all the way down here, or non-farm payrolls may actually be not what the market's expecting, and we may have a much deeper pullback. But I am expecting us to get some kind of a pullback or sort of sideways motion today. Now, for me on non-farm payrolls day, I don't even bother trading this thing in the morning. I wait for the non-farm payrolls, watch what happens, because it's going to be very volatile. And then once the volatility is settled and we've made 2 or 3 moves in the opposite direction, it'll then start getting momentum and moving in the direction that it wants to for the rest of the day. So that's kind of what I'll be doing today on the Dow and the DAX, is just waiting for non-farm payrolls and then basically trade from that level. Okay, I don't like keeping any trades in when we've got non-farm payrolls. So this is kind of the view that I have. What I want to point out though is yesterday, and I'm just going to go over 6 minutes here. So, I mean, yesterday we had these, especially this one. I mean, 140 8.6 minute candle. I mean, that is just unheard of with the Dow. Okay, so we had these massive candles up and down before it kind of moved up and then just went sideways. And it's going sideways because of non-farm payrolls. Okay, so anyway, let's just get down to the Ichi, and I'll start with the daily. Let's just zoom out a bit. Okay, so what we have here is daily diversions. Okay, there's a high, new high, or lower high, high, higher high. So we've got diversions on the oscillator. We are below the cloud. We are below Kijinsen. Okay, there's Kijinsen. So now, for all intents and purposes on the daily, this is telling us that we're going to have another leg lower. Now, if you look at the daily candles, we've had big, smaller, smaller. Now, we could end up, well, we're not going to end up with a small little one. We are going to end up with either a massive red candle or a massive green candle. Or alternatively, we're going to end up with a candle with a small body and massive tails at the top and massive tails at the bottom. That's just the nature of non-farm payrolls. So the daily is still in a bear trend, very much in a bear trend. 4 hour has broken through the cloud. We are above Kijinsen and Tekinson. We are in overbought territory, but we have had a twist and we have broken through price here. So Chiku Span's broken through. We've got this 200 EMA right up here. So there is a possibility we could spike up to there and then pull back, or we're going to pull back here. Now, so there's a couple of things here. So that was our first level, which is broken. And now what I want to do is just line up these two tails here. Okay, so there are a few things to watch for. If you're looking at the 4 hour, you could basically ascertain that we have broken the cloud, that we've got a potential trade on here, but you're looking for a pullback to come and test this break, and that pullback could come and test this breakout here. If that holds and it lines up with this trend line, then there may be an opportunity to get in long. But again, non-farm payrolls, not something that I'm going to be looking at today. Anyway, let's get down to the 1 hour. And you can see from the 1 hour perspective, we've broken through the cloud. We haven't come back to test the break. So I would expect us to come back. And if you look here at this level I've drawn in here, it lines up with the 200 EMA on the 1 hour. It lines up with a previous breakout. It lines up with a trend line, and it lines up with the cloud. Okay, so that would be my most logical pullback, which would get our oscillators all grouping correctly again, and then give us an opportunity to get long again. Okay, so that's kind of what I'll be looking for non-farm payroll. So maybe what you can see is quite a strong move down. And if we do see a strong move down, you know, the rumor mill is saying that the non-farm payroll is going to be a pretty good number, which is going to be good for the economy. And now with midterm elections happening at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if it is a good number. Not that I'm saying it's manipulated at all, not at all. But politics does interfere with a lot of things we do on the market. So I think that's kind of what I'll be looking for. I'm not looking to go long where we are now. If you are long at the moment, I would definitely be moving my stop up to protect capital. I'm not long at all. I was on the DAX yesterday, so I didn't really see an opportunity here for anything. So that's kind of where I am at the moment. Probably going to sit and wait and see, or possibly even just take Friday off and not bother with it. Come and look at it again on Monday, and you'll see we've had some pretty good days so far. We had 2 nice days, which got a bit of a swing trade happening, but it hasn't quite finished off. And the other thing to bear in mind is that we do have this, not really head and shoulders, but it's a range breakout, and that range breakout target is still quite far away. I'll pick it up for you on the 4 hour. So this is the range. Okay, so that's pretty much going to look for, yeah, there it is there. Okay, so these previous swing lows is the range breakout target. Okay, and then obviously the last thing to worry about is this trend line break. Okay, so you could get a really deep pullback over the coming days to come and test this trend line and form a base, and that to me would be an ideal opportunity to be long, because that would give me a higher low, higher high, higher low, and also a trend, a potential solid trend change. So that's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment, but I think for today I'll stay out of this. Okay, so yeah, that's me for today. Not sure this one helps you much. If we just go back to the simple moving averages. But yeah, I think one thing that you can do is watch the 12 or 15 minutes, and you can see we're all over the place now. So there's a lot of indecision happening now. The minute these things, for example, right now, that's indicating a short. So there is a potential to be short and then have a stop above here. But with the European Open, you're going to have volatility, which more than likely stop you out. So I'll just wait and see on this. Okay, so if you do get on the lower time frames and you've got the moving averages pointing strongly up like this, it's worth a long, and if they're pointing strongly to the downside, it's worth taking the short. That's the long and short of it. Anyway, guys, that's me for today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.